Okay, hey guys, very good evening to everyone. This is Brian here from The Boring Husband once again. Alright, so for today's topic, we're going to go into the 5 trades that I made this quarter. Okay, and I'm going to start it off with NVDA. Okay, so NVDA is a very tricky company. It was, as we all know, the whole world needed GPUs for your so-called crypto mining. And when China started destroying the little crypto rigs and you see like the tractors going over the GPUs, that was the end of one era for NVIDIA. Okay, the stock from its highs of about 360, 340 fell to its lows of 120. Okay, fortunately for me, I was able to pick up the stock at 120 back in October. Okay, let me just bring our attention to this screen recording over here. So back in October of last year, I bought NVIDIA at 120. Okay, a corresponding screenshot of my trade is also attached. Okay, now I am not a genius. I cannot pick a stock at its all-time low. Okay, I had no idea that 120 was its all-time low. But if you zoom out into the diagram, you can also see that back all the way in, I don't know, when is this? In the March in the COVID crash, the stock also retested 120. Okay, hence in the longer scheme of things, for the stock to hit back 120 again in October, it was a dream come true for me lah. Okay, so I bought the stock at 120 and subsequently on the, let me see, 120 October 19th and subsequently on very recently, the 15th of February, I exited at 226 lah. Okay, and as you can see, I exited somewhere at about 226, so that will be where are we looking at? February, yeah, March, February, so that will be this area over here. I guess the reason why I exited here, is because I see a lot of volatility in that area. I see the stock failing to so-called break a newer highs as per the momentum that you see over here. Hence I sold lah, and as we can see, the stock continued to run up to 264. No issues. Again is again. But let's bear in mind that in my opinion, the current run where we are at lah with NVIDIA is not sustainable lah. So basically the way it works is that, in every market, you always have one stock that climbs unreasonably high. So NVIDIA has been climbing because their earnings, their CEO kept going on about AI. The market loves the AI term right now. So I think that NVIDIA is fully valued. At this point in time, I am not looking to add on any more NVIDIA. I'm very pleased with my 80% trade on this. Unfortunately, not a very big amount for me to retire. But still, small wins every day adds up lah. In my opinion, NVIDIA is still very tricky. In the days to come. We definitely see a golden cross forming here. But in my opinion, same thing, severely oversold for me, not looking to add on any more to NVIDIA. Now the next stock that I sold was Starbucks. Starbucks is another very interesting trade. Sorry, SBUX. Starbucks, one of my favorite companies in the world. In my opinion, Starbucks has gone through a lot of problems. I held this stock for about a year, bought it at 72, which was also once again somewhere at the May levels here, and I exited at about 103 lah. Now Starbucks, in my opinion, the world can't live without coffee. People love coffee, correct? But at one point in time, Starbucks actually, I would say, had a lot of momentum, especially you all can see the run up. It's because they were opening stores in China, and China, being the reopening, blah blah blah, people like that, they fully priced that in. In my opinion now, the reason why I sold Starbucks at 103, which was somewhere here, which as you can see, I sold just as it hit the 50-day moving average. The reason why I sold at the 50-day moving average is because, as you can see, for a period of time, the 50-day moving average proved as a support level for the stock. Hence, whenever it hit the blue line, it bounced up, blue line bounce up, blue line bounce up. Until this point here, even though it continued to bounce up, but to be honest, at this point, I feel it's severely oversold. The rally is a little bit overstretched. I exited Starbucks. Having said that, I still have a position in Starbucks. I love the stock, but at some point in time, you need to know when to sell. To me, this was an opportune moment to sell. Next, I'll be moving on to my 3 buys for the quarter. So when it comes to buys, I bought 3 stocks, this quarter. Haven't traded them yet, still holding on to them, really bullish on them. The first stock that I bought, Alibaba, First of all, I'm a Baba bull. I think that there's no doubt that Alibaba will one day rule the world. a bit far-fetched lah, okay, but I think it's a great stock. I think it's severely oversold, okay. I think that China is very undervalued at the moment, okay. Hence, on the 23rd of March, I bought a few shares of Alibaba at $87, so you can see that in the green arrow over here. Okay, now there's no rationale, okay, why I bought here. Okay, the only reason, I guess, the best way when I bought at that time to kind of convince myself that it was time, okay, is that based on the chart, I see a lot of consolidation here. Okay, hence I put the trigger lah. Okay, but having said that, okay, I am also a fool, okay, because I saw Baba go all the way up to 120. Okay, so all in all, my average price of Baba is about $90. Okay, hence I saw that 25% gain. I failed to act on it. Okay, and we can see over here that the key resistance level, okay, for Alibaba, okay, in the near term. Okay, let me just draw that horizontal line. Okay, you all can see that, okay, very, very clearly the 120 level is a key resistance level. Okay, I guess in such times we shouldn't assume that a stock would run up forever lah. So I make mistakes too. Okay, I was sitting on a Baba with 25% unrealized gains and I failed to take it lah. So now there are unrealized losses lah. Okay, but having said that, I was able to buy Baba before their recent news yesterday where they said that they will split up, the company into 6 parts. Each so-called business unit can pursue their own so-called entrepreneurial blah blah. Basically, it means that, well, in my interpretation of it, okay, is that they can all go and IPO on their own lah. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Hence, the stock shot up. So got in at about we got another batch in at 87. Currently at close to 100. I think that's great. In future, what we want to see is whether it's going to test this key resistance level of 100. It's a psychological resistance level. If it can break 100 and hold 100, then wow, kudos to all of us and Alibaba for what's to come. The next buy that I have, okay, is to do with the banking crisis. Okay, and I have never bought, no lah, I got Citibank. Okay, but apart from Citibank, okay, I have made my very, very first other trade into a bank stock, and that is the Bank of America. Okay, now Bank of America is also another very, very, very tricky stock. Okay, the only reason I bought it is not because of fundamentals. I have no idea what their PE are. I have no idea what's their FCF, that kind of blah blah. I bought it because at the moment it is severely, severely oversold. Okay, I think, okay, that the stock will bounce up a little bit from here. Okay, unfortunately, I was not able to catch it at its lows of 27. I think I only caught it after that little gap up that we see over here. Okay, but that remains to be seen. Bank of America is Warren Buffett's one of the key stocks in his portfolio. I will not say that this stock will remain a key pillar in mine. Okay, but at the very least, it does look like we have some room for it to trade up in the near term. Okay, and last but not least, okay, one of the last stock, okay, that I bought for this quarter, okay, was Adobe. Okay, and the reason I bought this stock is very simple. Okay, as you know, after the Figma deal and I don't know, a lot of earnings and all the other nonsense, Adobe has been going through a very, very, very tough time. Okay, I bought Adobe on the 16th of March, so that will be somewhere about here. Okay, where it formed what I consider a double bottom pattern. Okay, which usually is a sign from the market that they are. Let me just draw that line again. Okay, so I bought it when I noticed the stock form a double bottom pattern. Okay, so this means to say that 325, 323 seems to be an area of key support for the stock, at least in the near term. Hence, if the stock continues to fall below this level, I will exit it and subsequently cut my losses there, because the chart is the chart. But we can see that ever since my entry on the 23rd of March, the stock has rallied a little bit. Okay, right now we are seeing probably a little cup and handle pattern form. In my opinion, a little golden cross has formed, meaning to say that the 50-day has beat the 200-day. Okay, but very likely what we will see from here is that the stock will retest its 50-day, and if it can continue to hold that support level, I think that it should continue to rally lah. Okay, but in my opinion, I'm a long-term bull on Adobe. Okay, we are, oh wow, very, very far off our all-time highs. The all-time high is about close to 700. See, just nice. Psychological support, psychological resistance, people take profit at 700. So we are still about 50% off from the highs. Plenty of room to move up in the near term. Okay, but moving forward, okay, some of my comments for the industry at large, okay, the markets at large, very tricky now. Okay, clearly investors are retreating back into high tech, into large cap tech stocks. they have oversold a lot recently. So I guess in this banking crisis, we are seeing some investors kind of flee to this area of value. Okay, but once again, very, very tricky. I myself, I'm looking at indicators every day. Okay, looking at economic indicators, jobs, inflation. There's one more to do with the cash on the side. All these things, even though not TA related, they do give us a little bit of idea about what's to come. Okay, but if not, these are my little trades this quarter. Okay, I would be happy to cover my trades every quarter. If you'd like to know what else I bought and sell, please feel free to let me know in the comments. If not, see you guys. Have a great week ahead.